In this video, I'll be showing you guys a mini Transformers Megatron that I built using Lego. This Megatron can transform into 4 different modes, so be sure to stay tuned for the entire video. Growing up, I never really had a Megatron Transformers toy, because when I was a kid, I really hated the Decepticons. As I got older though, I discovered the need for having a Megatron in my collection. I still don't have one to this day because of, you know what, but I have plenty of Lego, so I decided that I should build them out of Lego. I got to building Megatron and I had a lot of fun doing so. This is the Lego Megatron that I've built. He's based off of the IDW, G1, and Bumblebee movie Megatron designs, which are all loosely based off the G1. Now as for articulation, Megatron can do quite a few poses and is really movable. His head can go up, but it leaves this giant gap. He can tilt his head like side to side, and the way it does that's kind of scary, like a horror movie thing. Well, it's fine, just don't worry about his head. He can do like the T-pose, I guess. All the Fortnite lovers. Ab crunch. Legs kick out to the side pretty high, up pretty high, back pretty far, 90-degree bend at the knees. Another thing here, tiltage at his ankles, bicep swivel, so that's about 90 degrees, a little less than 90 degrees. Rotation, hands, the cannon can move around. Yeah. I've always liked the idea of triple changers in Transformers, like Springer here. These Transformers can turn into multiple things, and I wanted to do the same thing with the Megatron, because it would be a lot more fun. Now time to transform. Let's get him in his first mode. First thing you want to do is take off the cannon on the back, and then you're going to come over and fold up his arms and rotate them around. After doing this, you want to get everything aligned and get the cannon aligned as well, so that it ends up in the middle of the 2 arms. Now adjust the headpiece up so that it kind of makes the place where your hands would go to hold it. Coming over to the back, I'm going to move the legs down and then hinge them outwards on that little joint. And same thing with the other side. And I can also attach the second little cannon on the top to make a scope. And there we go, Lego Megatron, his gun mode is complete. Now I'm going to try putting him in my hand and seeing if I can shoot using it. Just too bad there's no ammo, but it still looks really cool. And now to move on to his second mode. Want to flip the legs outwards and start bringing them closer towards the chest. Then I want to straighten out the legs and do the same thing for the other side. Next I'm going to need to straighten out the arms, or should I say the shoulders, and then the arms. Take off the other scope, and then bring the cannon down so that it lines up in the middle of the 2 arms. Then I want to move the arms down so that it helps the overall shaping of the tank. Lastly, I want to move the arms, the head section up towards the arms to cover up the back spot. Now I need to rotate around the lower section. And there we have the tank mode. Now on the tank, the cannon can move up and down and side to side, and overall it just looks pretty cool, and it's probably one of the best modes. and the second scope could be stored at the back. Looks pretty cool. And now for his third mode. You want to take off the scope piece, take off the cannon as well, rotate the legs downward, but before that we need to straighten out the lower torso hip skirt section, straighten everything back out again, bend the legs backward 90 degrees and flip out the other section or flip it back. Flip the shoulders out, put the scope on top and turn it around so that it appears to be on the center, and put the cannon at the bottom. And now we have whatever kind of Cybertronian flying mode this thing is. It looks alright and it looks fun and it looks very, very Cybertronian. And now, just to put him back into his fourth mode, robot mode, I'm gonna bring the legs down and straighten everything out. Take off the other cannon or scope, lift his head upward, rotate his shoulders to the right position and also his arms, and then simply put the actual scope onto his back and take off his cannon and put it onto his arm. Once again, I just think Megatron looks super duper cool and he's just really, really fun. Here he is with Optimus Primal, the monkey, the gorilla, and yeah, they look pretty cool together. Here he is with Optimus Prime. I just need to transform him real quick. And here he is with Optimus Prime, both looking really, really cool, right beside each other. And here he is beside Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, who he does look quite a bit smaller than. And for a final comparison, here is with, I can't show you guys this yet. Don't worry, I'll show you him in a later video. Speaking of later videos, let's get this video to 200 likes so that I can show you guys a tutorial to build this Megatron for yourselves. And here he is with the mini Optimus Prime again, because this guy is like Goliath compared to these two. And speaking of tutorials, there is a tutorial for this guy, so if you want to go build him, be sure to check out that video on my channel. And if you want a tutorial for the mini Megatron, let's get this video to 200 likes. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless you.